Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got some more rank play for you guys to enjoy, and this is an absolute stack lobby. We've got 3 diamonds on each team and 3 crim, wherever the next rank is. I can't remember how to say it. Let's get right into the gameplay. So, starting off, just going to go through the left route here. Now, before we get into the breakdown, let's kind of take a look at the initial setup. So, this is actually not the side you want to be starting off. I think I saw Scump and Methods talk about this in their breakdown, and they were kind of going over the Vegas versus 100 Thieves video, but this isn't the start that you want. You actually want to spawn on the other side. The reason is because at the beginning of the game, you don't actually have any trophy systems, you don't have your dead silence, so from the other side, they can just spam stuns, spam nades, and it just makes it a lot easier for them to take initial control. I spot the first enemy on the top here, and now this second kill, I think I actually played this really well. I'm just going to kind of show you in slow motion what I actually did here to break down the first kill. So, the first kill on top here, I want you to notice here, through this wall. Now, although this isn't exactly a long distance gunfight, this is something that I see a lot of pros do, especially Dashy. So what they do is when they see a gunfight like this, again, he does it a lot more differently with an assault rifle at a longer range, but I actually start to single tap fire. Now, the reason I started to single tap fire there is just because it allows you to control your recoil. Right there, because of the aim assist, I just did a little single tap fire, managed to take him out, and now for this second kill, as I make this guy weak, what I'm going to do is, because he jumped around the corner, right, he's got his momentum back and he's now aiming down the side. I don't want to be seen because I'm already one shot. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to wait for him to challenge me. I really want to show you that. I'm trying to show you the exact angle that I'm talking about here to show you exactly how to win these crucial gunfights. So right here, let's move on from this first kill because we went through it already. So this second kill, so you can see here, okay, so as he's jumping around the corner right there, that's your perfect opportunity to pounce, because when you can shoot him when he's not got his gun up is exactly what you want to do. So I've shot him once, and now I know that it's a 50-50. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim in before I even go around the corner. And now as I go around the corner, you can see my gun is ready for the gunfight. Just a small little tip there. Hopefully it does help you guys win a few more 50-50 gunfights. 30 seconds left. Just going to sit down on the hill. I noticed my teammate there. Just going to pre-aim him, take him out. And right here, with about 25 seconds left, I'm just going to try to do my best here and take him off the hill. Try to get a good grenade off. Unfortunately, I didn't actually hit him. I thought that a grenade would hit him, but didn't get close. Just going to wait, get that guy one shot. And now right here, there's a lot of time going to my opponent, so I really need to try contesting it here. Looking back, I wish I maybe contested slightly earlier, because that was another 5 to 10 seconds uncontested time, which I really shouldn't have given away. But we do manage to get the 8 seconds here. Right here, I'm off the hill. Okay, this isn't a bad situation to be in. I mean, it's not ideal. They do have the setup, but we can definitely break it here. Looking at my mini-map, my teammates are all going from the left here, so I'm going to kind of guess my opponent's setup here. I'm really going to predict that somebody's sitting behind the desk heady, because if they're not, then I'll be really confused. There's probably somebody playing on the right by desk 1, desk 2, and then the last 2 people in here are probably watching the left-hand side. So I've got a few options here. I can either go through the middle and try... Okay, I mean, this guy just sniping on the other side of the map. I have no idea what he's doing. That's really just caught me off guard there. And I look at that. I think this is more their mistake than our kind of great play, but what you can see is within 3 seconds I got taken out, and you can see I've spawned on the other side of the map. So that sniper pushed out so far up, and his teammates weren't blocking spawns, that all that did is create us to have the spawn. So really bad play on their part, but it's up to us to capitalize on this opportunity. So as I get one now, what I'm going to do is kind of go approach it by a different angle. So looking at the minimap, once again, I can see my teammates are on the hill. I'm going to assume that the enemies are going to come from this left-hand lane. Now I easily could have gone on the hill and helped them, but instead I'm going to try cutting off the lanes for my teammates here. So I noticed one's there on the desk. I'm going to go around here. And now this is quite a risky play because my teammates are dying on the hill. Managed to help them. We get out 1. And just like that, we managed to get 2 as a team. And we should be able to get these last 30 seconds. So it was a bit mixy of a hill there. But I really believe that our teammates actually gave us that. We didn't play that very well. We didn't actually break the hill. They literally gave us the spawns. But we did do a good job once we had the spawns. So I managed to get a 2-piece. My teammate goes big there. And just like that, we're going to get the last 15 seconds to bring us back into the game. Now my team's starting to rotate. I'm just going to watch the old hair. This guy's sniping again. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. This sniper was absolutely cracked. I think he finished with the most kills. I'm not even gonna lie, he was moving different this map. I think he actually had like a red dot on his sniper, so it was really difficult to kill. It wasn't like a normal sniper. Very hard to deal with. But right here, okay, I'm gonna show you this one as well. This is just a nice little tip I kind of recommend for you guys is doing is when somebody's going for scrap time, it's just something I always seem to pick up on. So right here, you can see the initial time, right? There's 1 second left and there's an opponent on the hill. So straight away I know that they've basically spawned out. So in my head I'm trying to think, okay, if they've spawned out, it means that their team isn't really set up properly, so this is the perfect time to pounce. But because there's only 1 second left on the hill and he's just spawned out and he's on the hill, I'm going to assume he's either going to come from the front here or he's going to come behind me. So I'm going to pre-aim this for a second. But now, just to have a quick check around, what I'm going to do is look behind us and make sure we don't get pinched. And that's exactly what happened. He came behind us. So now I've taken him out. My teammates have got the kills. Straight away, I know exactly where they're going to spawn. They're going to spawn their bedroom. They're that side of the map at the back. So what I'm going to do is just help my teammates. And right here, my main objective is to cut off the enemy lane. So you can see where my teammates are. We have 3 people in the hill. And you can see they're all watching that back door. I really wish one of them turns around and watches a side kitchen door. But what I'm going to do is just try and make a play and just try to be a distraction. So going through here. And now, as I mentioned, this is probably where they're going to come from. So if I'm my opponent's here, I'm going to try flooding here. So what I'm going to try to do is literally just get some good timing, hope for the best, jump out the window. And right here, this can go either way. I can either get really good timing and go around the corner, or somebody can pick me up from here. But it's definitely a high risk, high reward type of play. Let's see how it works out. Going to go through and get really good timing. And just like that, exactly what I predicted happened. I'm able to get really good timing. We go through and we manage to get one. Should be able to get the second, but just like that, my teammate gets a trade. And that's just a perfect example of what you could do in that situation. Again, it does depend on your timing, your movement, just the way you're playing. And I feel like someone like Shotzi, he really understands the game in that aspect. He really understands the positioning to take up, the movement, and more importantly, the timing. I think the timing is the most important thing. Once you do it a couple of times, you realize that the timing is very important. And what I mean by the timing is that sometimes you have to pounce as soon as you get that instinct, because what happens is if you don't straight away, the enemy team can start to set up and they can start to predict the pinch, and that's not what you want. Okay, right here again, just kind of a heads up play. I'm looking around and I know he's not behind me. I know he's nowhere to be seen, so the only place he can be is in this right corner. So I'm just going to go around, kind of jump around the corner and try taking him out. So as you see, I get the nice little camera on him and we do manage to take him out. Get the last 5 seconds and now my team are on the rotation. So overall, playing pretty well. Again, this is a very competitive lobby. The teams are very even and we are starting to get the edge slightly. So just going to keep this up and hopefully hold on to the rotations. As we go to the new hill, I'm going to try getting bedroom control here. Now this is a big money hill. I think if you can set up on this hill, you can get some big time here. But what I don't want to do right now, this is quite a weird setup and I'll break it down after this gunfight. So we get that first kill head. So with 40 seconds left, what I don't want to do is I don't want to waste times going for spawns here, because I know the next hardpoint is in the other side of the map. It's on the left side of the map. I really don't think in this position with 40 seconds left, it's really worth going for spawns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take control from the front of the hill or bedroom. My teammate gets absolutely fried by the sniper. He gets 2. And as I mentioned previously, I'm actually not going to step up here. Again, this maybe isn't the best play in the world, or maybe the most kind of original play. This is actually quite a creative play. I actually don't feel like a lot of people do this. I feel like a lot of people will try to go and help them on the hill. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the crosshair. And again, I'm not too worried about the time. With only 30 seconds left in my head, I'm really more worried about the next rotations. I'm happy to give them 50% of this hill. And then if we can get the next rotations, overall we'll definitely be in the bigger lead. So we're going to take it off. That's just an unfortunate one. He sniped me. He can't do much about it. But as I mentioned, with 20 seconds left, it looks like the plan's kind of working. My teammates are going for that scrap hill and I'm going to start rotating for the next hill. With 20 seconds left, I really wish one of my teammates could help me, because this next hill, in my opinion, is the biggest money hill on this map. I mean, this and P2 are definitely 2 big money hills. So what I'm going to do here is actually very interesting, and I feel like a lot of people wouldn't take this route, but I'm going to show you what I mean. So we're just going to rewind it slightly and kind of mention the route I'm going to take here. So as my teammates spawn behind me, okay, so right here, there's a couple of options. I feel like majority of players here would go through this left here and start engaging that first gunfight. But what I like to do is, again, it's quite risky. It does very, very much depend on the way my teammates are playing and how they're going to do it. But what I'm actually going to do instead is I'm going to go round. I'm going to hopefully hope that my teammates go through the left, them two clear the hill together. And what I'm going to do is try to flank my opponents and just cut off the enemy lines before we even get there. So now it's kind of working to perfection. The plan seems to be working right now. I can see both my teammates are in the rugs area. Now what I'm going to do again, I'm not going to help them on the hill. I'm really going to hope that they can win their 2-on-1 gunfight, their 2-on-2, whatever it may be. And I'm just going to try stopping for the reinforcements. As you can see, I jumped around, got the nice angle, and straight away I'm going to go to cut off the lanes. As I get one, I'm going to back off and hopefully get the second one and see how it goes. Managed to get the 2. So just like that, you can see I took a different route there and I managed to get 2 people, and my teammates managed to get the 3rd in the hill. So it worked to perfection. They're just a really good plan, and it really was really well executed. Now, looking at the hill right there, you can see exactly where my teammates are. You can see that my teammates are kind of sitting on the hill. You can see that I've got this left side of the map. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit there and kind of watch this left side, because I'm expecting my teammates to be here and my enemies to come from the left. But I can see I'm getting shot from the right. So I'm just going to back off here. Looking back at this time, I don't think it's a bad play, but I think as a team, we did get broken quite quickly. Managed to get one. I'm just going to watch the head glitch, see if we can take out the second. That was really unfortunate there. I feel like I got thrown off by the arrow, because looking back at it, I did think that was my teammate at the time. So bit annoying there, but we did get broken. So ideally, you know, we held that time for a bit longer. It wasn't the best setup. This sniper, man, is actually annoying me. Like, look at this guy, man. This is the first time, like, bro, like, come on, man. I mean, he was cracked with it, I'm not going to lie, but it was just so annoying to deal with. So we spawned really close to the old hill, so I'm just going to go for it, and they're just doing another good job of taking us out. Like, right now, they're absolutely dominating in terms of taking us out of the hill, and it looks like we're ready to set up for the new hardpoint. Again, playing as that aggressive SMG, I'm just going to try to cut off the lanes. I know at least 2 to 3 opponents were on that old hill, so I'm just going to see what I can do. I can hear someone in the kitchen area, so we're going to see if we can take him out. I make him weak here, and I started to kind of run around. I don't really know what I'm doing, a bit like a headless chicken there, but let's see if it works out. Just going to watch the kitchen, just make sure nobody can come from the back of the map here. And I feel like this is where things may start to go wrong. This is where the pressure may start to build. My teammate is spawning here, so straight away, I'm initially going to go and try help them bedroom. I can see Nano goes huge with the 2-piece, but what I'm going to do is try to cut off bedroom, because if I can get bedroom control here, it will just allow for us to have so much more map control on this map. To be honest, looking back at this, I don't think I played this hardpoint very well, this specific kill. I feel like I was kind of roaming around a bit too much. I should have just made a play and stuck to it. I feel like my teammates did the majority of the job there, and I kind of just roaming around. I think I got like 1 kill in rotation, that's all, but that's alright. You can't have gunfights in every single hardpoint. Some hardpoints, you know, maybe not as active as others, and this was definitely one of them. So we managed to get majority of the time. They're not bad at all. Ready for P1 rotation again. Probably going to go to the top now, just see if I can get that initial kill on the rotation. So once again, what I like to do, I like to flank. I like to kind of cut those enemy lanes. I can see my teammates in the hill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here, and my main priority is to watch the guy at the desk or the lobby, and I can see someone at the lobby straight away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back off now, just to create time and see what I can do. I'm going to go through. Okay, I guess that wasn't a bad play. I guess the angle wasn't bad, but I think he played that pretty well, to be honest. He kind of just held his pre-aim and did what he had to do. So, you know, we take it with a pinch of salt there. That was a good play from my opponent. But right now, what I'm going to do is kind of watch this whole bedroom push. My teammate's on the hill with 50 seconds left. I can take my time here. And ideally, what I want to do is start with the spawn flip. And this is what I've noticed on the spawn straight away. So if I take a look at the minimap here, let me rewind it quickly again. So right here, you can just see on my minimap, my teammate here makes a great play. What he's doing, he's basically pushing out. He's essentially going for the spawn flip. And what that does is straight away, I can already tell that we started to take control of the P2 side of the map. So straight away, what I'm going to do is kind of wait a second. And I've noticed that both of my teammates are on that side of the map. All that means is that the opponents are going to come from the catwalk side. So within a few seconds, you're going to see me start to push the catwalk. And right here, I should be able to pick up a kill or two. Managed to take out the first guy. I went for the crouch shot, went for the headshots because headshots are always quicker. Going to go around, and right here, you see the second opponent. Going to jump down, and I managed to take out the second one, and just like that, we've got good time on the hill. My teammate's on the hill there. He does get taken out. I do manage to get the third, and I'm just going to pre-fire this left to see how we approach this gunfight, if we can take him out. And just like that, we managed to get some really good time. Again, going for the full fair, so absolutely frying them on this hill. I'm just going to see if I get some time. Okay, we're going rogue here. We're absolutely piecing them right now. Managed to get another one, but this is where we need to start worrying about rotations. I mean, we got so many kills there, but I feel like we didn't really have somebody set up for the new spawns. Maybe I could have been that player, but I did contribute a lot of that time there. So hopefully my team can get the break on the hill. I do see them on the hill there, so it looks like there was a bit of a gap in the opponent's setup, but unfortunately our team does die here, and we're going to have to take over P2 once again. P2 is such a money hill, but let's see where we spawn. Alright, cool. So I've spawned on the right side of the map, so what this means is straight away I can kind of set up for a pinch. Just going to see if I can win 1 or 2 gunfights, and this will really open up the map. I'm just going to predict he's playing on the head glitch. Let's see how we approach this. So straight away he's on the head glitch. Alright, this is really important here. This grenade basically allowed me to get the kill. Straight away he doesn't have a trophy system there, which most of the times they will have a trophy system, and then once they do, you have to approach this very differently. But as soon as I realized that there was no trophy there, I literally ran at the guy. I can already tell what I'm going to do, and my teammate managed to get the kill, and now we've got control of the desk. And now all this means is we're just going to apply a lot more pressure on the situation. So you can see I've got me and my other teammate in the lobby, with another teammate on the right, and I noticed straight away that there's an enemy on the stairs. So what I'm going to do is try to get a nice little jump spot here and take him out, but I think this is a sniper, and that's exactly what happens. The sniper takes me out, but he does get traded, and just like that my teammates go huge. So right there, it was just a 3-on-3 gunfight, and where it all started was that lobby head glitch. If that guy on the head glitch stayed alive, I think it would have been a very different gunfight, possibly a very different map, because they could have started to bring out the comeback. But we managed to get one. Gonna back off there, some poor shots onto the second guy. Gonna go around with 20 seconds left, just gonna try to help them one more time on the hill. Okay, now it's time for the rotation straight away, not wasting any time. Right there, you can see I got the kill. Oh my god, that guy just we're gonna have to go through that. I mean, if you're getting kills like that, I mean, why not break it down? So right here, I've just absolutely juked this guy. I mean, nothing much more to do right here, but this guy got absolutely annihilated. So right here, I went to the left, and then you can see straight away, he thought I was going to the left, go back on the right, jump out and absolutely fry him. I mean, that's just a really good 50-50, playing with confidence, and it's showing in the gameplay. Now my team is going through the back here. Now what I want to do is just help them. As I mentioned earlier, cut the lanes and maybe go through the back and see what we can do. So I can already see an opponent in the hill here. Oh, is he going to snipe me? No, he doesn't. So I'm going to go through, try taking him out. Now, as my teammates go through the front, what am I doing? I don't know why I'm twirling there. Yeah, maybe not comment on that one, but yeah. So what I'm going to do is open the back door, and straight away I'm getting a bit of intel. I mean, those are some really good shots. To be honest, looking back at that, I probably should have died there, but really good headshots onto my opponent. And now what I'm going to do is go through the process of elimination and try to spot where the opponent's going to be. There's so many cruddy corners here. So I noticed my teammate here on the right, Keegan, he's not playing very aggressive. He's kind of holding an angle. So what I'm going to do is, I don't mind that. I'm going to maybe go in ahead of him and play for the bait. So what I'm going to do is hope for the best. I'm predicting he's either going to be in this right corner by kitchen or in this close left corner. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go throw my life away and play this left corner, and you can see he's not there, but my teammate is behind me and he does manage to get taken out as well. So it didn't really work out there, but what my plan was to do is try to go in, bait for my teammate, and he maybe gets a kill or two. Unfortunately, this is a very hard hill to break once you've got a setup, so that's why it's so important to rotate onto this hill. I know I mentioned earlier about P2 and the kind of the other hill being the money hills, but kitchen is definitely a money hill as well. Like, it's actually so hard to break sometimes. So, you know, they did a really good job and they managed to bring the game back. So what we need to do here, this is really important at all levels. When you're in this situation and, you know, you've given a lot of time away, what's so important to do is not to kind of overcommit here, because what we could easily do is overcommit in this situation. The opponents get the hill, they flip the spawns, and we actually sit on old hill for 10 seconds, and that's how they can start to get away with the match. We don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do, I'm playing slightly, this is quite a weird spot. I don't really like the spot looking back at it. I feel like I should have played a bit more of a cruddy corner, because it wasn't really a corner, but I mean, some nice shots there to take out the sniper, and now that's the first kind of layer of defense sorted. I'm just going to sit on the hill now. My teammate's on the hill, so I'm just playing a bit more aggressive. We do have someone in the bed control, but what I think is going to happen is they're going to all flood the back. So as I help one, get a nice little hip fire on, there's a guy by the desk, so I'm not really in a rush to challenge him, because I mean, this is a very different situation to P2. On P2, I was in big of a rush to kind of challenge him and take him out, but over here I'm not too worried because he has to come to me because I'm the one in the hill. So I'm just going to play my time. I get a really good angle in, manage to get 2 there, we turn around, we get 3. Now the reason why I turn around, if I kind of rewind that and show you how I got the 3-piece, so looking at the minimap, I can see my teammates on bedroom. So what that means is I know they're all going to come behind me. So I get one here, and again, look where my teammate just spawned. Because my teammate just spawned there, I'm just going to assume that they're kind of all over the map because we're kind of getting pinched here. But this only kind of place open is this back corridor here. So as soon as I get that kill, I'm going to turn around, and you can see straight away our pre-aim it. Really good timing. We managed to get some good centering onto the head, and we managed to get the headshot. Just like that, we're going to play down now. I mean, we're going to get a bit more time. My teammate does die bedroom, but again, we get a really good time here. This hill is not bad at all for us. Just going to be snaking the head glitch here, just trying to hold my life, just trying to hold the lanes and see if we can take as much time as possible. Now with 3 grenades, that gives me a lot of information. What that provides is that because there's about 3 grenades there, it means at least 3 opponents are kind of going for that hill. So straight away you can see my thought process. I want to get ready for that next hill. I can see all my teammates on the old hill there. I'm going to start to rotate here, hopefully. I mean, doesn't look like I'm rotating. Okay, again, I mean, maybe a few seconds too late, but not the worst play in the world, but maybe ideal situation. We start to rotate slightly earlier, but that's all right. Looks like we're going for the rotation now. My teammate's coming with me. Let's see how we break this hill. So there are 3 of us on the rotation. Just going to play it slowly. And once again, I'm going to let my 2 teammates go on the hill, and I'm going to do what I love to do and kind of roam around and cut off the lanes. Let's see what we do. Going to go through here. My teammate's on the left. Okay, so we get a nice kill onto the first opponent here. We're going to go for the pre-aim. And now my teammates are on the hill, so I'm just going to cut the lanes, use my equipment to my advantage. We managed to get the second guy slightly weak here, see what we can do around the corner. Oh no, that's just poor timing. I mean, if I didn't get that reload off, I reckon I could have got that kill. But this is going back and forward right now, down to the wire, and that wasn't a very good setup from us. I don't think I played that very well at all in that situation. I could have been a lot more aggressive there and kind of cut off the lanes a lot more faster. But we do get 1 weak. No, he does grenade me. That is really difficult to deal with. That's just an unfortunate one. I mean, they're doing such a good job here, my opponents, of kind of locking down that initial time. And this is where things start to get slightly more stressful, because if they lock down every second of this hill, it's going to be an even game, and then it looks like it could be anyone's game. So what I'm going to have to do is make sure I work on these rotations. And this hill's a very weird one, because sometimes it's quite hard to get initial setup, but once you do, it's very difficult to get broken. As I say that, there's a sniper on the back stairs. I mean, that's not something you want to deal with. He's absolutely piecing our team, and that's just so difficult to deal with that 2-piece. And right now, it looks like the opponent team in the driving seat. We're getting taken out in spawns, and this is where things are going wrong. Like, I'm starting to get a bit worried here, because are we going to win the game? But looking at the kill feed, my teammate just got a kill with a cruise missile. Now this is absolutely huge, because what that means and what that says to me is that there's no trophy system set up on the hill. So straight away I'll start using my cruise missile. I'm going to kind of curve it around the wall here, and just like that we managed to take 2 down. Now looking at the minimap, I can see 2 of my opponents going to the hill on the top left. I have my other opponent approaching bedroom, so straight away I know that we're going to have the initial side of the hill, and my opponents are all going to be at the back side of the map. So what I'm going to do, instead of going into the hill, I'm going to go on the bottom, and I'm going to try pinch the guys on the hill and just try helping them. I'm going to play this van spot here. I do see his opponent there, going to prone. I mean, mean, tried to get away with my life here, but right here, this is not good at all. Like, we had a really good break there. We managed to get 2 with the cruise missile, and I just thought my teammates would be able to get hold of that hill. We go through, and we managed to get a massive kill here. And with 17 seconds left, right there, I'm playing aggressive. What I want to do is make sure I get the kills and just delay their push even longer. We managed to go around, and no, this guy snipes me again. I'm losing full at this point. I mean, that's a huge gunfight. I need to be winning that one for the win. But with only 5 seconds left, this is impossible for both teams to win, but it's time for the rotation. Now, we get an absolute huge kill here. And what I'm going to do is just take a quick look at the minimap and the way my team's set up. So I can see my team set up there. My team's kind of sat in a corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and try cutting off the lanes. We get this guy, and things are looking really good here. Just going to play aggressive, sit on the hill, just stack it with my teammates because there's only a few seconds left. What can we do? And just like that, we get the victory. Very, very close game. I hope you guys did enjoy that. That was absolutely stressful towards the end. We managed to get the most kills in the team and the most time. So did a pretty good job. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Fair play to the sniper. I mean, he was piecing us. He made this game very, very difficult for us. But, you know, we got the win in the end. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.